again, this video is a look at and a comparison of the epic Metro Wagenmarsch trains on the Kiev Metro in Ukraine. These trains are completely awesome. I first saw one of these trains in Sofia in Bulgaria over a year ago, but I didn't get to go on it as there's only one train. All of the other trains were modern. I then finally managed to get on one of these trains in Budapest in Hungary about 10 months ago, and it was absolutely awesome. I then went on these trains again in Warsaw in Poland, but only now have I finally been to Kiev and went on an entire metro of these trains, and it is absolutely amazing. So in this video is a look at and a comparison of the different types of Metro Wagenmarsch running on the Kiev Metro. Firstly is the oldest type, which is type E. These trains were built in the 1960s and 70s. Now, unlike everything else in Kiev, which is all very slow, these trains are really quick. They accelerate at 3 miles an hour a second and have an awesome DC motor sound, and they've still got an original DC motor resistor start. The front of these trains, unlike the later trains, don't have the black front. They've got a more sort of Soviet old looking front, which looks epic, and the interior of these trains looks amazing and has sort of weird pot light fixtures. These older type E trains run on line 1, and let's ride these awesome trains. Then now to the next trains, which is Type 81. The Type 81 trains run on lines 2 and 3, and these were built in the 70s and 80s and also I think the 90s. These trains are completely awesome and have the exact same awesome acceleration and DC motor sound as the Type E, so performance wise they're identical. The differences are the front of these trains have a sort of more sort of black front to them, and the interior has fluorescent lights rather than pot lights. Let's ride this awesome train.
Станция Минска. Next station, Minsk. Doors are closing.
Наступна станція Оболонь.
Next station, Obologne.
Станція Оболонь.
Obologne. Next station for China.
Будь ласка, завчасно готуйтеся до виходу. Станція Почайна.
For China station.
The next train we take a look at is a different variant of Type 81. In fact, there's loads of different variants to these trains. This particular one has a more sort of buzzy sound to it. A motor actually sounds slightly more epic on this train. And the interior actually looks slightly older looking.
Наступна станція Дорогобичі.
Next station, Modernized.
Обережно, двері зачиняються.
The doors are closing.
Наступна станція Печерська.
Next station, Pechevska.
Щоб не впасти у вагоні, тримайтеся за поручень. Станція Видобичі.
Видобичі station.
The next train we take a look at is Type 81 updated. Now this is where it gets very weird. Metro Wagenmarsch make really solid, well-built, reliable trains. And they've been making these for years. But as being a Russian company, it's one thing they don't really do, which is seeing the need to update their design. They've built the exact same design for years. And we're getting into like the late 90s and even into the 2000s now. And they're still building the same design of train. But I did update it a bit. They've got a new front, and the new front looks really modern, and they've put in a modern interior. But mechanically, it's still got DC motors on a train built in this era. What? That is so weird.
Обережно, двері зачиняються.
And now we go to the next type of train, which are the modernised E-series. These trains have a new front, a new interior, which looks very new with cold white LEDs and is rather uninspiring looking, and they've had the motors replaced with AC motors with VF drives. Now they sound pretty boring compared with the original trains. These trains have had all their character taken away.
Платформа праворуч. Next station.
Станція Арсенальна.
Гідропарк. Next station, Гідропарк.
Ten na